Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And with Saturday night's main event coming up this Saturday. That's right.
Saturday, not Sunday. It'd be Sunday night's main event.
We're going to be doing our predictions on this video, letting you guys know now that we know all 5 matches that are going to be on the card. We're going to let you know exactly who we think is going to win. And of course, although I kind of feel like I'm going to need, when I actually fill out the predictions form for the Big Blue Predictions Challenge, which you can be a part of by going to patreon.com/Stephen Larson or clicking join over at youtube.com/Stephen Larson. I got to take some risks here, man.
Oh, yes.
I need to swing for the fences. That might mean all confidence points on. Finn Balor. Probably not. But we'll go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and dive into what match you want to start with.
Let's start with let's start with this one. Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre. So, of course, Sami, you think the go-home math would benefit him. Of course, SmackDown hasn't happened yet, so it's entirely possible something could happen there. But, Steve, who do you got winning this match?
I have Drew McIntyre because his big return with 1 confidence point. Because of exactly what you just said. He attacked Sami Zayn. Maybe, just maybe they'll do, I don't think they're going to do this, but maybe they'll do a double count out. Maybe Sami will get the win via Drew beating the shit out of him too much. Maybe that'll be the case. Regardless, I feel like Drew is going to come out of this having beaten the crap out of Sami Zayn, but I'm only putting 1 confidence point because he just beat the crap out of Sami Zayn at the end of Raw, which usually indicates he's going to take the L at the pay-per-view. But so I got Drew with 1 confidence point.
I got Drew with 2 right now. After SmackDown, that'll probably change. I'll probably drop it down to 1 for everything you said. I don't know. You know, if on SmackDown there's a segment that illuminates the go-home math a bit more, then I'll adjust my confidence point or even my pick accordingly. And also, we don't know what the finals are going to be in the Women's U.S. title tournament yet.
True.
Because right now I have 1 confidence point on that. Although, let's just move on to that because
okay,
I feel like of all the matches, these 2, in terms of how they dictate our picks and specifically our confidence points, are the 2 that are most related. So the semifinals for the U.S. Women's U.S. title tournament take place on SmackDown. So you got Bayley taking on Chelsea Green, and then Mia Yim taking on Tiffany Stratton. So right now, I got Bayley winning the whole thing. I only got a single confidence point. So it'd be Bayley versus Stratton in the finals. I just feel like in terms of the stories being told, that one is of the possibilities, the more high profile. Both Bayley and Tiffany were just in the War Games match. There's a possibility you could have Nia, Candice, Naomi, maybe even Bianca all get involved in some capacity in this match. And if it ends up being Bayley versus Tiffany, I don't see Tiffany having that briefcase plus the U.S. title. So right now I got Bayley. We'll see what happens on SmackDown. That could totally change it if it's Mia Yim versus Chelsea Green. That changes everything. But right now I got Bayley with 1.
Man, oh man. Yeah, I mean, obviously, come SmackDown, this is going to be one way or the other. It's either, you're right, though. It's either going to be Bayley versus, because it's not going to be Bayley versus Mia Yim, and it's not going to be Chelsea Green versus Tiffany Stratton, although I guess now they're both bad guys. That's not going to work. So, in which case, I think your best point there is the most high-profile names are Bayley and Tiffany Stratton. Does that matter with Saturday night's main event? You would think, I mean, they're on NBC. They want to make a big splash. So maybe that very possibly it does. Right now, though, I've got 2 confidence points on Chelsea Green. I don't think it's a coincidence that they had a decently high profile dumpster match and now they're going to revisit it, where I think Chelsea Green has a good chance of walking away with the United States Championship. I only got 2 confidence points. Right now, I got it on Chelsea. If they're going to go with a similar scenario to the Intercontinental Championship on Raw, where it's clear this is not going to be a former champion, because the only former world champion in that tournament is Natalya, and I don't think she's even going to get to the next match. I feel like then you got to go with Chelsea Green versus Mia Yim, in which case I think Chelsea wins that because Mia won the dumpster match. So that's my reasoning right now. But yeah, if they want the highest profile situation, then it's going to be Bayley. And luckily, after Friday, I'll be able to change my form in case Bayley wins the semifinal match.
Yeah.
But if Chelsea, let me ask you this then.
Sure.
So we know what happens, what you're going to say if Bayley versus Tiffany happens. If Chelsea versus Mia Yim happens, what if that's
I'll go
the
with
match?
Chelsea. Yeah.
You would go with Chelsea as well. Yeah. I think that's the case. Yeah.
Let's move on to the World Heavyweight Championship match.
Yeah, Finn Balor.
You got
Street
Gunther.
trash.
Gunther defending against Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Who you got here, Steve? Come on.
Oh, dude, my heart says Finn Balor. Yeah. And on the confidence form, I'll probably have to put Finn Balor. That being said, because I'm down like I think 17 to you or something like that, or 17 from the lead. I'm down a lot. That deadline messed me up, man. In any event, my head says Gunther with 3 confidence points. If I was anywhere close to not being out of this, I would go with Gunther. But I got to make some tough decisions now that we're in the second round of the big December challenge. I think Gunther's going to win it. I'll probably end up going,
I am in the mix. I have Gunther with 3.
Smart move.
Yeah. I am the opposite of you. I'm not taking any risks on this one.
Don't take any risks.
No risk,
man.
because then we got the AEW pay-per-view in the month with like 15 matches and probably a bunch of prop bets.
Do we know what the props are for this one?
No.
Okay.
So this one's all about playing it safe.
Good move.
And then with World's End, I make the most logical picks and hope for the best.
All right, man.
That's all I can do.
All right.
I don't have to make any huge moves.
Part of me might be rooting for man. I'll be honest. I'm rooting for you now. You know why?
Now you just fucking jinxed it, man.
You listen, dude.
It's like someone throwing a no-hitter. You don't talk about it.
My heart literally did break when you miffed on the cash in last year. Well, this year. This year.
You say that as if I had like some role to play in what number you drew out.
No, I know. I did it as straight as I could. It was heartbreaking that God or whoever took over at that point. But no, I'm rooting for you to get that hat, man. I want you to be wearing that hat. Other than the fact that you rarely wear hats here on the show, so it'd look really weird, but you're going to have to wear that on the show.
Yeah, there's nothing else that'll be back here. It's not on my head.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. So anyways, let's move on to the next one. What's the next one?
Sure, next one, Liv Morgan defending the Women's World Championship against Io Sky. I got Liv with 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's probably one person that's going to beat Liv Morgan for that title, and that person is Rhea Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody else taking that title offer until Rhea does it, whether that's premiere on Netflix, whether that's the Saturday Night Main Event end of January, whether that's the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
One of those shows. They might even wait till WrestleMania. If they do, they got to start throwing some curveballs our way in terms of the story. We need some twists and turns to keep our interest in.
Yeah.
I got Liv Morgan with 5. I feel like this is like the safest bet in terms of max confidence points for the night.
Let me ask you this.
All right.
Given what we saw at the end of Raw, with Rhea and Io both holding that title.
Yeah.
And your contention that you could see Io Sky with another world title run at some point over the next 24 months, let's say.
Sure.
Is there any chance that they're going to want to protect Io some way, shape, or form? DQ win for Io Sky?
Well, how about a DQ win? It'd probably be interference. I mean, if they're kind of treating this as a pay-per-view, they don't do wonky finishes. They don't do DQ finishes on pay-per-view. You know what I mean?
They don't do DQ finishes. There was one of those pay-per-views recently where there was like every match had interference and distraction.
Yeah, there'll be interference in this match. That's Triple H's preferred way of having people take protected losses, just have a ton of interference.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So I would suspect that Judgment Day, Raquel will get involved. Damage Control will be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like there could be like 15 people ringside by the time this match is over with.
Yeah.
In the end, I think Liv gets in oblivion and gets the win. And then it's, I wonder if the bit at the end of Raw where they're kind of playing tug of war with the belt a little bit is more of a tease for something we can hopefully expect in the future. And maybe if Rhea beats Liv at the Rumble, say at the latest, maybe Io wins the Rumble and we get Rhea and Io at WrestleMania. That'd be awesome.
There you go. I'm looking at her cage match right now, and the last time she lost on television in a singles match, this was on the show. She lost the final match to Candice on Speed.
You said on television, though.
Yeah, I'm looking at television here. She beat Bianca back in September, which was a fucking awesome match.
It was really good.
She got her win back over Lyra. It looks like the last time she lost in a singles match on television was to... no, wait a second. Yeah, Lyra in May.
Oh, the Queen of the Ring tournament, right?
The Queen of the Ring tournament. And then Io got the win, got that back a month later. And ever since then, she has not lost. I mean, she has not been on a lot of singles matches. There's been a lot of damage control matches.
Yeah.
And they've lost a small handful of those, actually. Yeah, I mean, it's live with 5. It's live with 5. I mean, there's a long way of me saying live with 5. But again, maybe I'll go out on a limb here. I'm just gonna end up like 40 behind the lead by the end. I mean,
you gotta roll the dice at some point. You can't just like.
Yeah, but you can't roll the dice on everything. But I'm 17 back. I probably
at
should.
That point you do. You roll the dice on everything. Yeah. You take some chances. You take some educated chances, Steve. Just don't randomly pick, who you think is going to win.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the main event. Cody Rhodes defending that what's it called now? Undisputed title? Universal Undisputed. There's another world title issue. Anyways, Cody Rhodes defending against Kevin Owens. My heart's telling me have Kevin Owens win this title.
Oh, buddy, you're close to the leader. You want that hat?
I know. That's why I got Cody with 4.
Don't listen to that heart of yours.
But my heart, I'll be rooting for Kevin Owens, even if I lose out on predictions of getting that hat. If Kevin Owens is world champion, that's a deal I might be willing to take.
Hey Siri, does the heart possess any brain cells? No, the heart does not contain brain cells.
Could have told you that. It only contains heart cells, you idiot. But I'm no idiot. I got Cody with 4.
Good job. Okay, good job. It said it does contain 40,000 neurons or some shit.
Those are just nerve cells.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, same thing. Cody with 4. Because there's no way. No. Okay, he's just gonna sink deeper into madness. And all these. And you know what? Guess what? The next person that Cody Rhodes takes on for the title that isn't Kevin Owens. Guess what? We're gonna get tons of hot takes. Oh, it should be Randy Orton that takes the title off Cody Rhodes. Guess what? That ain't gonna happen either. So, anyways, that's gonna do it for the show today. My heart says your heart don't know nothing. Your heart don't know left from right, man.
It's not a literal statement.
Oh, it's a metaphor. Oh, okay. I get it now. I get it.
You fool.
Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.